Hey there, sunshine. It's me again, Tamiko Kegbe, Christian wife, mother, and undergrad student studying to be a therapist, and I'm also a life coach. I'm just here to talk to you about some of the gifts, excuse me, that are God-given, and to touch on the last time that I posted a video. I listed out the God-given gifts, and now I just want to talk about some of the people in the Bible that displayed those gifts and who they were and what their role was. So again, gifts are God-given, and they were used both for material things and spiritual things, all to serve God. So my first example is the three wise men, and they traveled far and wide to see Jesus when he was born, and the gifts that they gave him were gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And so their gift was not only were they wise, but they were givers. And you could find that information or that scripture, the story in the Bible, in Matthew 2:1 through 12. The next biblical person that I want to talk about is Barnabas. Actually, his name was Joseph, and he was a Levite from Cyrus. And he had the gift of exhortation. So he was encouraging to his brethren. He also was a giver. He sold pieces of his land to help people that were less fortunate and people that were believers. And Barnabas actually means the son of encouragement. And you could find that in Acts 4:36 through 37. So again, the three wise men were givers. They also had the gift of wisdom. Barnabas was also a giver, and he had the gift of exhortation, which is encouragement of others. So the next person I want to talk about is Dorcas. She was known for her needlework. She made clothing and gave it to the people that were less fortunate, the people that were poor. She also had died, and Peter actually resurrected her. So there's kind of two in that she was a giver, and she also and Peter displayed workings of miracles and healing. So and she showed acts of charity. She just liked to give and help other people that were less fortunate. You could find that in Acts 9:36 through 43. The next person I want to talk about who's very significant in the Bible, not that the other people weren't, but Abraham. He was a man of great faith and obedience. He offered his only son, which was Isaac, as a sacrifice because God told him to. And right before he sacrificed his son, Isaac, the Lord stopped him and was happy with him that he was obedient, even though it was breaking his heart to sacrifice his son, his only son. And so Isaac was saved. He wasn't sacrificed, but Abraham was willing to do that because that's what God told him to do. So this is in Genesis 22, 1 through 19. King David. So Abraham, great faith and in obedience. King David, he was a shepherd boy who defeated Goliath, which was a giant. And David displayed immense courage and faith. He knew that God would not let him fail. So that is just supernatural faith in God, knowing that he wasn't going to fail, that he was going to defeat Goliath. And that led him to establish the eternal throne of God, that he was a leader. So he would have fell under ruler and faith. Those are his gifts. And you could find this in 1 Samuel 16 through 31. Excuse me. There's also Peter and John, which are known as, they were healers. Jesus told them to go out and heal a lame man, and this demonstrated gift of healing. And this is in Acts 3:1 through 10. And Peter and John were disciples of Jesus. So those are just some examples of the gifts that I talked about and some of the people that were in the Bible that that displayed those gifts. So these are, God-given gifts are not something that's new. They have been given to every single person on this planet, and it's just up to us to figure out what our gifts are and to use them to glorify God and to help others. It's meant to be shared and not harnessed for our own selfish. It's selfish if you're not sharing your gift with others. That's why God gave it to us. So with that being said, I just want to say God bless you all. Again, if you want help harnessing your gift and learning how to use it and just boggling down what your gift is, I would love to help you do that. Please just DM me, and I would love to have a conversation with you and discover what your gift is and learn how to use it. So God bless you all. Hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will be back with you soon. Thanks. Bye.